All right, my beautiful, radiant Leo souls, welcome back to Cosmic Wisdom. Come closer, let your magnificent heart settle, and let's speak soul to soul for just a moment. Have you been feeling it? That almost electric hum in the very air you breathe. A subtle but completely undeniable shift in the energy that surrounds your kingdom. Perhaps it's a feeling that eyes are upon you, even in moments of quiet solitude. A sense that your name is being spoken in rooms you have not yet entered. If your regal intuition has been roaring, even softly, if you have felt the cosmic currents swirling around your throne, I am here to tell you with every ounce of my being, you are not imagining it. You, my dear Leo, are standing on the threshold of a revelation so profound it will change the very way your light shines upon the world. Because at this very moment, a wave of energy is cresting around you, and it carries a sound, a sacred roar that is turning into a whisper on the lips of others. A story about you is beginning to travel on the winds, weaving its way through conversations, echoing in the minds of friends and strangers alike. Now, you haven't been chasing the spotlight, have you? In fact, you've likely been cultivating your own inner fire, moving with that signature solar grace and quiet confidence that is your birthright. And yet, without any effort at all, you have become the focus, that majestic magnetic fire that you carry within your lion heart. The very essence of the sun itself is beginning to blaze with an intensity that can no longer be ignored. My magnificent Leo, if you are feeling this divine shift, if these words are resonating in the very core of your being, then let us make a sacred declaration to the universe together, right now. Show the cosmos you are ready to step into your full power by gently pressing that subscribe button and joining our beautiful Cosmic Wisdom family. We are here to ensure you never miss these life-altering messages, crafted just for your royal soul. And in the comments below, I want you to anchor this majestic energy. Let's create a wave of power together. Type, where are you watching this video from? We're dying to know. Let's claim this incredible moment, shall we? You see, that light, my dear Leo, isn't just illuminating your own glorious path forward. It is now shining so brightly that it is piercing through the shadows in the hearts and minds of those around you. And we must speak the truth here. For souls who are not yet ready to face their own insecurities, for those who linger in the twilight of their own unhealed wounds, your brilliant light feels like a spotlight they never asked for. It makes them feel exposed. It makes them deeply, profoundly uncomfortable. And so, what do? They begin to talk. They weave stories. They circulate rumors. They try to put you in a box, to define your magnificent, limitless light with their own small words, simply to make themselves feel safer in your presence. But I need you to hear this, and I want you to let it settle deep within your courageous heart. These whispers are not an attack. Oh no, my friend. They are your cosmic confirmation. They are the undeniable, irrefutable proof that you are transforming on a level so fundamental, so powerful, that you are leaving an energetic imprint on this world that simply cannot be ignored or denied. You are becoming a landmark of light, a fixed point of radiance that others must now navigate around. Before this moment, you might have been blissfully unaware that these stories were even being told. But let's be honest, Leo, a part of you, that noble, intuitive part, already knew, didn't it? That unshakable inner knowing, that divine compass that lives within your heart, has been sending you signals. That vague sense of restlessness you feel even on a peaceful day. those sudden flashes of brilliant insight that stop you in your tracks, those vivid, recurring dreams that feel more real than your waking life, where you see yourself on a grander stage. They have all been whispers from the universe, preparing you, anointing you for this very moment of ascension. And yes, a rumor, a story, is indeed spreading. But you must reframe what this truly means. This is not a shadow being cast upon your name. It is a magnificent mirror, reflecting back to you the sheer, unadulterated power you are beginning to radiate into the world. Just think about it for a moment. No one ever whispers about the mundane, the ordinary, or the dim. They only whisper when a force of nature begins to stir. They only talk when a light as majestic as yours begins to reveal the unhealed, dusty corners of their own lives. You see, Leo, you don't ever need to chase attention because you are a gravitational force of nature. Your warmth, your authenticity, your very presence pulls all eyes and hearts toward you. It is your divine design. There is an undeniable solar intensity about you that makes even the most guarded and silent people begin to speak, because they are witnessing a beautiful, steady flame transform into an unstoppable, cleansing wildfire of truth and purpose. And from within their own shadows, where they cannot comprehend your light, the whispers begin. I want to be crystal clear, my friend. You have done nothing wrong. You are simply evolving. You are in the sacred midst of a profound rebirth, an ascension to your throne. And the light of that transformation, that beautiful and for some, terrifying light of truth, of courage, of self-love, is shining into places that others have desperately tried to keep hidden away in darkness. These rumors are not a punishment from the universe. They are a signpost. They are a celestial marker, gilded in gold, indicating that you are rising to a higher, more powerful stage of your soul's magnificent journey. And on this journey, you are destined to meet someone. Now let's be very clear. This is not about finding a soul who comes to complete you. You and I both know, Leo, that you were born whole, a complete and radiant universe unto yourself. No, this is someone who will act as a divine mirror, a sovereign in their own right, helping you to finally see and acknowledge the magnificent, powerful, and regal being you have always been. But remember this, my dear friend, and hold it close to your lion heart. A great light will always attract those who linger in the shadows, those who crave its warmth but resent its source. And lurking in that darkness, there is a soul consumed by envy. It may be a specific person, or it may be the energy of a force that feels competitive and small. It could be someone who perhaps seemed to have forgotten you, someone who faded into the background, but has in fact never, ever stopped watching you from a distance. The raw, unapologetic honesty in your eyes, the way you live your truth with such courage and heart, makes this energy feel small. It makes it feel insignificant. And instead of choosing to heal its own wounds, to build its own fire, it has chosen to resist your light. It has chosen to try and cast a shadow over your brilliant sun. You will feel this energy. It might manifest as a strange fog of confusion that seems to descend out of nowhere, a sudden and inexplicable feeling of being drained, or a frustrating sense of being misunderstood by those you thought knew you best. But you do not need to fear it. You are not, and you have never been, alone in this cosmic dance. You are protected by forces far beyond what the ordinary eye can see. You are the sign of fire, my friend, but you are not a fleeting spark. You are the eternal, life-giving sun, And the sun is never, ever afraid of the shadows it casts. You are the embodiment of courage, and a courageous heart never loses its way. So, I want you to listen to your body, your magnificent vessel, and your spirit. Those hard-to-explain emotions you've been feeling, that strange fatigue that seems to come from nowhere despite your natural vitality, those relationships that have suddenly started to feel unfamiliar or strained. These are not signs of weakness. Oh no, they are the clear and resounding signs that you are shifting into a new frequency, a higher golden vibration where nothing, absolutely nothing, can remain hidden in the shadows any longer. If these words feel as though someone has reached directly into your soul and spoken the hidden truth of your heart, take a sacred moment right now. Hit that like button, not for me, but as a sacred commitment to yourself and to the universe. Let it be a declaration that you are ready to protect your powerful, authentic, and radiant essence. And then, take a deep, centering breath, my dear Leo. Because what comes next is the moment you face the truth behind those seemingly harmless whispers, behind those envious eyes. It is a truth that may make you shiver for a moment, but I promise you, with all my heart, it is the very truth that will set you, the king or queen, free forever. There are moments in our lives, my beautiful Leo, when we no longer need to search for answers outside of ourselves. We just need a quiet confirmation from our own royal heart that our soul has been right all along. And this, for you, is one of those pivotal, life-altering moments. The universe is whispering directly to your soul. Trust what you feel. Trust your golden instincts. If someone in your life, in your royal court, cannot express their love, their loyalty, or their respect through their actions, if all they offer you are hollow, sweet-sounding words that lack substance, then the most powerful and self-loving thing you can do is to save your heart. Save your incredible, generous, and passionate heart for those who truly cherish it. For those who are brave enough to stand in your light and celebrate it. Not just bask in it, for their own benefit. Not everyone who smiles at you is wishing you well. And you, Leo, with your innate ability to sense authenticity, you know this better than anyone. It's time to stop overriding that inner knowing, that royal decree from your soul. Look deeper. You're beginning to feel it now, aren't you? Those strange glances that linger just a second too long. The sugar-coated words of praise that are laced with the bitter taste of manipulation. The gestures you once dismissed as harmless, but now, in this new, brighter light of your awareness, you realize they were subtly designed to make you feel smaller, to keep you from shining too brightly, to keep you in your place. Bit by bit, the veil is lifting. I want you to understand that the universe is not trying to hurt you by revealing this truth. The universe is training you. It is sharpening your greatest gift, your perception, your regal discernment. It is helping you to see with crystal clarity who deserves a seat at your royal table and who belongs outside the castle walls. Do not deny these signals. They are not figments of your imagination. That is your intuition, the most precious and powerful golden scepter the cosmos has bestowed upon you, ringing a cosmic warning bell. Now, you do not need to engage in confrontation. You do not need to react with a fiery roar of fury. Your power now lies in your stillness, in your majestic calm. You just need to quietly, gracefully turn and walk away from that toxic, draining energy. You walk away with the profound calm and unwavering grace of a sovereign who knows deep in their bones what they are worth. Because on a soul level, Leo, You are no longer here to audition for anyone's approval. You are choosing your own sacred peace over their half-hearted presence. You are choosing the profound richness of your own inner kingdom over the soul-crushing emptiness of being beside someone who doesn't truly see or celebrate the magnificent son that you are. And then there is the ghost from the past, that old soul, that intense, fiery connection that still flickers in your memory. They are still thinking of you. You know the one I'm speaking of, the one who promised you an entire kingdom and then vanished, leaving you to navigate the wreckage of their broken promises. That person is now wrestling with their own demons, lost in a world of their own self-made chaos, and they miss you. But let's be brutally honest here, in the way that only a courageous Leo heart can appreciate. They don't miss you because they have changed or grown. They miss you because you were the rare, authentic light that once dared to shine into their darkness, and now everything in their world feels dim and colorless without you. They miss the warmth of your sun, the reflection of their own potential they saw in your eyes. Remember this, and etch it into the gates of your heart. Not every return is a redemption. Not every tear is a sign of true remorse. If they come knocking on your castle door again, you must ask yourself the hard, royal questions. Do they truly love me in all my complexity, my fire, and my depth? Or do they just miss the feeling of being loved by me? There is a universe of difference between those two things, my dear Leo. You are no longer the person you were back then. You have walked through silent infernos and emerged not burned, but forged in gold. You have risen from falls that no one else even saw, dusting off your crown each and every time. Today, you choose from a place of fullness, from a place of solar abundance, not from a place of lack. And just as you begin to clear that sacred space, just as you begin to open your powerful heart to a new dawn, a special connection is going to appear. It will feel different. This person will make you feel seen, truly seen, heard, cherished, without you having to explain the intricate, beautiful map of your soul. But you will soon realize that around this beautiful, budding connection, there are eyes that do not want to see you bloom. Some will wear the mask of a supportive friend, but you will feel them silently trying to drain your energy, to poke holes in your happiness. Why? Because your light, your genuine joy, is becoming too real. And that raw, authentic truth stings the unhealed, insecure parts of their own souls. So, you must treat this new space like a sacred, hidden garden within your kingdom. Speak your boundaries with the clarity and conviction of a royal decree. Protect this new connection with both your generous trust and your legendary awareness. You do not need to expose every golden moment to the world. True happiness does not need to be proven to an audience. It only needs to be lived, day by day, in the sacred space between two sovereign hearts. You, Leo, are fire, but you are the kind of fire that knows its own power. You know when to be a warming, gentle hearth, and when to be a wildfire that cleanses everything in its path. You are the sun, majestic and life-giving, powerful enough to command the attention of an entire solar system. And because of this, you awaken the deepest emotions in others, even when they themselves don't want to feel them. You have cried enough tears to extinguish a lesser flame. You have been silent for long enough. You have been strong for everyone else for long enough. Now is the time to smile, to laugh from your belly, to shine without a single ounce of guilt. You do not need to apologize for your healing. You do not need to apologize for finally, completely choosing yourself. Soon, you will witness the universe begin to orchestrate a great rebalancing in your life. Those who no longer belong in your high vibrational frequency will quietly drift away. The masks will crumble and fall, and the empty spaces they leave behind will be filled with honesty, with depth, with loyalty, and with a gentleness that your courageous soul has been secretly craving. And you, my friend, will stand there, no longer the one waiting for a miracle to happen. You will be the one becoming the miracle, because the universe has finally begun to return everything to its rightful, divine place. You don't need to ask for a thing. Your only job now is to be ready with an open heart to receive. You have come so far on this journey, Leo, and now you are standing on a high vantage point, a majestic overlook from your castle, a place where you can look back at your past, not as a series of wounds, but as a sacred soul journey of a monarch in the making. This is not the time to turn back. This is the time to move forward with a clarity and a purpose that feels like it could cut through diamond, because you are entering a phase of your life where everything will be revealed. The lies will no longer be able to hold their shape in the brightness of your truth. Those who once tried to dim your light will have to witness your glorious rebirth in stunned, awestruck silence. And you will bloom without asking for a single soul's permission. I used to believe that intuition was just a vague, wispy feeling, until I learned that it is the most powerful, precise guidance system in the entire cosmos. And you, Leo, born under the radiant rule of the sun, are being handed the golden keys to this gift more clearly than ever before. You will start to have strange, powerful dreams, and then you will watch them manifest in your reality. You will feel that someone who once felt like a part of your very soul now feels like a stranger, and you won't understand why until you realize that your own frequency has transformed so completely that you no longer resonate with their vibration. You will walk into a room and feel the energetic truth before a single word is spoken. You will know who is loyal and who is false with just a single glance. And though at times this profound perception might make you feel a little alone in your kingdom, I want you to know this. That is the greatest, most powerful protection the universe can offer you. A great cleansing is happening in your life. It is gentle, it is silent, but it is irreversible. Things that have been stagnant for years will suddenly start to move. People who once clung to you for your warmth and energy will begin to release their grip and leave on their own, not because you pushed them away, but because their vibration can no longer withstand the glorious intensity of yours. You do not need to hold on to those who cannot swim in your fire, and never, ever fear being alone, because the solitude of a mature Leo soul is not emptiness. It is a sacred throne room. It is the alchemical chamber where you are reborn in gold. It's where you rediscover your purest essence, redraw your energetic boundaries, rewrite the very meaning of love, and return, finally and completely, to yourself. If you still feel unresolved about someone from your past, I want you to truly hear this. Not every intense, soul-shaking emotion is meant to last forever. Some connections are karmic assignments designed to come into our lives to teach us a lesson about our own worth, not to stay for a lifetime. That person may still think of you, but ask yourself, with that brutal Leo honesty, did they truly see and love the real, radiant me? Or did they just need me to shrink my sun to fit into their tiny sky? Your mission, Leo, is no longer to save anyone. You are no longer here to be the healer for wounds that others inflicted upon themselves. You are here to be chosen. Clearly, truthfully, and deservedly. In the sacred space you have so courageously created for yourself, someone new has appeared, or is about to. They are not coming to save you, but to walk beside you, a fellow sovereign. They see you with a different kind of gaze. No judgment, no conditions, just a simple, profound understanding. I believe that the truest connections begin with this kind of clean, authentic sincerity. You will feel it. This energy is different. It's not loud or chaotic. It brings a deep and abiding peace to your heart. And that, my friend, is a sign you must not ignore. But this person also needs your guidance. They need your compassion and your trust, because they come to you with a heart that still bears its own scars. But the beautiful, profound difference is they don't try to hide them. Are you ready, truly ready, to step into a new chapter of love, where both of you are committed to healing and moving forward together, without pulling each other back into the chapters that are already closed? If your heart is roaring a quiet yes, then leave a declaration for this new journey in the comments. Write, "I choose a love that matches my light." Then press that like button as a signal to the cosmos that you are opening your heart to a love that is truly worthy of your throne. Beloved Leo, each time you choose your own peace above old toxic expectations, each time you don't reply to that message that once would have shaken your entire kingdom, you are taking back your power. You are returning to your own throne. This is not selfishness. It is a sacred homecoming. It is a return to your heart, to your intuition, and to your inviolable inner truth. And along that journey, this new soul has arrived. Someone who looks at you as if you are an entire universe unfolding before their eyes. I need you to know that feeling is real. Their presence is not an accident. They have come to add to your life, not to take from it. But remember, Leo, real, transformative love is not immune to challenges. This beautiful new relationship will require your protection, because there will always be eyes that cannot stand to see you happy. Do not let this sacred connection become a target for their comparison or judgment. You do not need to share every detail to feel validated. Your happiness is sacred. Protect it like a hidden garden in your kingdom that only two hearts know the way into. Relationships will grow cold. Familiar gazes will become distant. Not because you have changed for the worse, but because your light now reveals truths about them that they can no longer hide from. You are becoming a living mirror of truth, and not everyone is brave enough to see their own reflection. But you must keep going. Keep walking, keep feeling, keep awakening. Even if your heart still trembles at times, even if your eyes still well up with tears, you are not alone. Your soul is being guided every single step of the way. Every feather you find on your path, every repeating number that catches your eye, every dream that wakes you with a racing heart. These are all messages, winks from the universe, love notes from your higher self. Speak it, write it down, etch it into your very being. I release everything that no longer resonates with my royal soul. I welcome all that is new, pure, true, and worthy. I choose to live a life of fullness from within, because you are being heard, you are being seen, you are being guided. Leo, this is no longer a journey of seeking acceptance. This is your journey of rebirth. And the most beautiful part of all, you no longer have to try to fit in, because you are finally, magnetically, attracting all that truly fits you. My dear Leo, as we reach the culmination of this message, understand that what awaits you now is not a final destination, but a glorious gateway. A whole new journey is opening up for you. A journey where you no longer have to beg for love, attention, or respect. The old version of you, the one who tried to please everyone, who hid their true power so as not to intimidate others, is dissolving into ash. And from those ashes, a new Leo is emerging, strong, radiant, fierce, and completely, utterly certain of their divine worth. This is your true rebirth. It is a quantum leap in your emotional and spiritual evolution. Soon, you will look back and realize that every storm had a sacred purpose. You will thank the very things that once broke you, for they became the launch pad from which you learned to fly. Someone once called you too intense, but they didn't realize your intensity could heal souls. Someone once said you were too much, but they didn't know you were a universe unto yourself. And now, I want you to etch these final words into your heart. What is coming for you is bigger, more beautiful, and more abundant than anything you have ever dared to dream. True love, the unconditional kind. Unexpected opportunities that arrive with divine timing. Deep spiritual connections that feel like coming home. Blessings that only those who are willing to believe in their own magic can receive. But you can only touch all of this if you truly believe you are worthy of it. Let that belief soak into every cell of your being. Let it change how you speak, how you choose, and how you show up in the world. Let every step you take from this day forward be a royal declaration to the universe. I am ready. If you have journeyed with me this far and feel every word speaking directly to your soul, leave one final affirmation in the comments below. Let it be your anchor for this new beginning. Write, I am ready for my reign, with a heart full of light and hands open to receive. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your incredible journey today. It has been a true honor to share this sacred space with you. Remember, you are the creator of your reality, and you are more powerful than you have ever known. Keep walking forward, Leo, with faith, with grace, and with a heart that has never stopped believing in its own magic. The best is truly yet to come.